There are a lot of really big dog breeds, and then there are some that are fairly small. But usually the canines that are on the petite side have huge personalities that definitely make up for their lack in size. This is where the Chihuahua comes in. Usually when someone thinks about a Chihuahua, they picture the dog from those old Taco Bell commercials. These feisty creatures may be little, but there are a lot of interesting facts about them. There is a great deal of mystery when it comes to the history of these animals. For example, some people have debated over whether or not they came from the largest state in Mexico, which is called Chihuahua. This was the spot where this dog breed was first noticed many years ago. In the 1800s, individuals began selling them as pets. They didn't have a name yet, so people named them after the places in which they had been seen. Some called them the Arizona dog, the Mexico dog, and the Chihuahua dog, and they are now universally known as Chihuahuas. Let's go back in time a little bit and talk about the origin of the modern-day Chihuahua. There are a lot of theories about their ancestors, but many historians think the breed descended from the Techichi. Techiches would have been approximately twice the size of the Chihuahua, with their average weight being between 10 to 20 pounds. Moreover, they shared some of the physical traits that Chihuahuas are known for. However, there are some differences between the two breeds as well. For instance, Chihuahuas are known to be very vocal, while the Techichi was believed to have been mute. Cinco de Mayo is celebrated in multiple places, and some locations even allow Chihuahuas to take part in the festivities. That is not very surprising though, considering the fact that many of these petite creatures are the life of the party wherever they go. There are numerous locations that host extremely fun and entertaining events when Cinco de Mayo rolls around, some of which involve these furry bundles of joy racing one another. Also, as if that is not cute enough, some of them arrive in costumes. They don't have to race, though many of them just enjoy the festival. Chihuahuas often share a lot of similarities with one another. But just like any other dog breed, there are some that are a little bit different. For example, some of these animals have a long coat, and some of them have a short coat. They are known as smooth coat and long coat Chihuahuas. The ones that have short coats often have fur that is fine, and a bit rough. Those that have longer coats often have silky fur, which sometimes looks fluffy. It is good to consider which type is the best fit for you before adding one to the family. Animals come in all sizes. For example, some canines are rather large, while others are much smaller. In fact, there are several different dog breeds that are considered small. Usually, pugs and Yorkshire Terriers are less than 13 inches tall. Additionally, Brussels Griffons, Pomeranians, Poodles, Pugs, and Papillons are also little creatures. But none of them are as tiny as the Chihuahua, which typically grows to be between 5 and 8 inches tall. They are pretty thin too. These animals are also known for being lazy pets that like to be carried in purses, but they are actually full of energy. When a human baby is born, it is important that they are handled with care. That is true for multiple reasons, one of which is that they have a molara, which is a soft spot on their head. Dogs are born with this as well. But, like humans, most grow out of it. But the key word there is most. Some little dogs, including Chihuahuas, have this for their entire life. A long time ago, buyers considered it very important that each Chihuahua had one of these, and that is because it supposedly meant that the dog was a purebred. A lot of people who are interested in adding a Chihuahua to their family want to know if they shed. Well, the answer is yes, they do shed. While not every animal sheds the exact same amount of fur as other animals do, Chihuahuas with long fur often shed more than those with short coats. There are a couple of reasons why this is true. One of them is that long coat Chihuahuas have fur that is more secure on their body. Another reason is that some of them lack an undercoat, so they shed less fur than other pets do. One of the great things about having a Chihuahua is that they stick around for a long time. These furry little creatures have what is arguably the longest lifespan in the world of canines. That is why this dog breed is a great choice for anyone who is looking for a companion that will be with them for 15 or more years. Some might wonder what makes it possible for this to be the case. No one knows for sure, but it might have something to do with the fact that they grow very slowly in comparison to larger canines. While the length of their fur, as well as whether or not they have an undercoat, makes some Chihuahuas appear different than others, there are actually quite a few things that make each of these creatures very unique. For example, Some of them have a head that is shaped like an apple. Others have heads that are similar to deer. They are referred to as apple-head and deer-head Chihuahuas. Apple-head Chihuahuas have a very round skull. The others have a much longer head, and there is a slope where the snout and forehead connect to each other. There is no doubt that Chihuahuas are cute. However, they do have quite a bit of character, and in some cases, they can be a little bit on the aggressive side, which often surprises some people. This is common, and it is known as small dog syndrome. Other little breeds can be this way as well. But that is not the case for every small animal, because many of them are calm. If they are trained properly, Chihuahuas will not behave this way. They are tiny, but they need to be trained the same way one would train a larger breed.